Pádraig Céidigh agus díreach couple of pointe agus Seanad Éireann. First of all, I'd like to strongly support my colleague Senator Craughwell on your points in relation to Oireachtas Éireann and the work that they do in protecting our people and our country. And quite frankly, it's unfortunately way undervalued. And we're having a huge issue because now with unemployment down at just over about 5.2%, it's so difficult to keep them. And we need those people. The only time we see them, 99% of their work, we never see it. But it's only when we've got floods around the Midlands and Ireland that we actually see what those people do. And they're protecting our seas, they're protecting our country, and quite frankly, I'm very proud that we have those people doing what they're doing for us. So I'd say, well done, Senator, and long may you keep that flag flying. Good morning. In your Tamagera, Lautlish and Tarsha, have you ever heard of shadow banking? Shadow banking is a major issue. In actual fact, it could be the single biggest reason why this world could go into another recession. I won't keep you long on this. In the US, we don't have figures for this in Ireland or in the UK or in Europe, but in the US, the traditional normal commercial banks that we're used to, they do turnover of in the region of $12 trillion a year. Shadow banking have in the region of 18 trillion. Others are 50% above it. I'll give you one example of shadow banking. And I'm asking you, Leader, if you would ask the Minister to come in and to talk to us about shadow banking and explain it to us, because I believe the public need to know about this, something that we are not aware of. The traditional normal banks, they're regulated by the central bank in all countries. Regulation means there's a safety net there for the public, for people who've got loans and people who pay in deposits. Shadow banking is by and large totally unregulated. In the US, and it's probably similar in Europe, shadow banking is 50% higher, more than the regulated. So unregulated is 50% more than regulated. I'll give you a straightforward example of how one key part of shadow banking operates. Let's say you go for a loan of 200 grand to buy an apartment. You won't get an apartment in Dublin for that, you won't get it in Galway, but there are some places you might, where people are leaving rural Ireland, quite frankly. You go to your bank, the bank will say, yeah, we'll give you a loan, we'll charge you 6% interest, and that's regulated. You go to somebody else, an unregulated bank. You'd say, I'm looking for a loan. Yeah, we'll give you a loan at 4.5%, 5% interest. Why can they do it cheaper? Regulation costs money. Probably making the same profit, if not more profit. So, what happens then? You go to wherever you get the best deal. What does the shadow bank do? They actually go and they have a couple of thousand people, like you and me, who get these loans. They're what they call bundle them, and they sell them on. There's good loans and bad loans there. Does that remind you of the recession of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae? That's exactly what happened. Organisations like Lehman Brothers were totally unregulated, so they were. I'm sorry about the time, but I think this is hugely important for our economy and our people. And I'm asking you, Leader, if you would ask the Minister if he could come in and give us an outline of shadow banking in Ireland. Go raibh míle maith agat a chaireadh.